There we go. Hello there, my name is Flicker and welcome to my usual Sky Dailies. I know it's useless these days, but I still pick up pennies off the ground. Even when the penny is being depreciated as the currency. Oh jeez. I don't know if I'm looking for a bit of luck or what. But my little jar of coins from pocket change and on the ground. Right here. Found one from 1960 today on the bus. Had to go to an appointment that I had failed to get to properly last time. I'm still here. So I had to reschedule it. Oh. Cause it could all end here with that strange daylight out in our eyes and the shadow stretching out. Is it all enough this time? Still trying to. It's cut like knives. You're the one getting in your own way, you know. I know I've made that mistake. I'm still here. It can be difficult sometimes to acknowledge a mistake. Because when the world seems to function so beautifully all around you, and yet you're the one thing that stands out amongst all of that semi-functioning chaos, that fantasy of civilization, make you feel like you're not worth much. You're worth more than you give yourself credit for. I don't know. Guess I'm sentimental. Brick? No brick. Damn, no therapist work. Yet. We're gonna keep hunting. It's uncomfortable. Cause it could all end here with a strange daylight caught in our eyes and my shadow stretching out near the things I've left behind. It's in my blood, it's in my veins. Oh, it's in my blood, it's in my veins. If I'm being weird, it's because I heard information. Oops. Don't want to stand that close and invade someone's personal space when they're not that... And I don't get along with them quite that well yet. Spent an entire day thinking, ah yes, I'll be able to act normal. No, I won't. I'm happy for them, though. I hope they found someone who will treat them well. Will treat them better. Will be a real friend. I'm still here. Yeah. I haven't touched this in forever. Meh. How you doing, everyone? Don't lose yourself out there. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's in my blood, it's in my veins. At my heel crushing the snake, there is nothing you can take. Every but it's in my veins, I'm still here. But I won't come undone, but I will brave the cold edge till I finish. finish off what I'd begun. 'Cause it could all end here, with the strange daylight caught in our eyes, and my shadow stretching out through. Is it all enough this time? I'm allowed to sing out of tune with the song, damn it. I'm still here. Got my heel crushing the snake. It is playing in my mind. Now my palms I feel to feel. I'm still here. I'm still here. To be able to navigate as myself, even when I see myself from another's perspective. That's something real unreasonably absurd. Ah. I'm still here. Got my teeth brushing the snake. There is nothing you can take. In my blood, it's in my veins. I'm still here. Ah. Same shit, different day? Nope. I'm still here. I used to play. It's all like a straw man, but it's easier to push away. 'Cause it could all end here, with a strange daylight caught in our eyes. I'm not sure if anyone's gonna care to hear this, but the reason why I pushed the dense dork away wasn't because of a failing on their end, for the most part. It was because I was still so scared of everything. Yeah. I'm not as brave as I'd like to be. To finish off what I'd begun. I hope you find your happiness. Blackbirds singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you've been waiting for this moment to arrive. Scared of being too much, too little. Yeah, I've been scared. And I'll continue living even despite that. Courage and bravery are not the absence of fear, but simply the strength of will to still make one's own choices, even in the face of it. I'm still here, as me. Oh, there's one all the way up here. Am I getting emotional and sentimental? Oh, absolutely. Fucking hell. And that's okay. I'm a flawed person. I don't have to be perfect. There it is. Figured it was nested in here for once instead of out in the open. I'm still here. However you interpret that, it says more about you than it does me, you know. And of course, the internet is full of overgrown children, and so people will still be themselves, for better and worse. That's okay. Whether or not this is genuine acceptance or the calm before the crash out, I don't fucking know. But regardless, it's part of the process. And I'll still be me after the process is over. I'm still here. You know, wanna know where my link line picked up that little silly bit of silliness? Manga minx. Or as she used to be known, back when it was still earlier on in the YouTube days. The RPG minx. Hope she's still doing well as a content creator. How best to desensitize yourself to horror without watching overly scary movies that are beyond your skill level? Watch T-Mod horror on YouTube. The funny thing is, it worked well enough for me to develop hysteria. Or at least a semi-crazy side. Interesting coping mechanism. I don't know what the fuck to call it. Regardless, it's a part of me now. And I don't know if that extends to my fictional self, but given the lore behind her, I'd say she'd be able to understand it, even if she doesn't choose to express it. And my shadow stretching out through all the things I left behind. Yeah, I ran. I ran from an easy, quiet end. Because I like doing things the hard way. Not because the hard way is always more valuable, but because I will learn more from trying to do things the hard way. I'll understand more. Maybe that's not always practical or efficient. Hell, it's probably the reason why I'm so stagnated in terms of life success. But I don't want to do the easy, don't want to do things the easy way. If that means all I become is a hollow imitation of an adult, playing pretend. A child playing pretend from inside the little meat suit of a body. Still fucking funny to me that we have fucking creatures and animals, humans, that are capable of doing so many amazing things, of bordering on the singularity, and yet these logical and shallow motherfuckers think they can just have a kid or have a AI child and not have to deal with parenting struggles. Like, what the fuck are you on about? You think you can avoid trying to grow up and understand the perspective of a parent just because your child was made artificially because they live in your head or on some other reality disconnected bullshit? No. It's exactly because it's still a kid. Sure, none of us are perfect. And those who say they are, oh, I wonder if they have the smallest selves in the world. Some of you never learned to take the mask off, and so lying underneath in weight is a heart attack. That's nothing to be ashamed of. It just means you've forgotten what it's like to live without presenting as whatever the heck you've learned to present as. Hold up, I'm curious. Bruh. The one who gave me my who gave me the default pose or the one who's diligently hardworking, even if they're sleepy sometimes? Yeah, there needs to be a yellow one on this roster. Come on. For yellow to get knocked out of the competition that early fucking would be cool. I am glad to hear that my assessment of things I've heard is wrong, though. There is nothing you can take. Monster here. I won't come undone, but I will kiss the cold edge till I finished off what I've begun. 'Cause it could all end here with the strange daylight caught in our eyes, and my shadow stretching out. Is it all enough this time? I'm not gonna get the best time here. They're going for the best time. I'm just gonna enjoy this. Like I've been enjoying this from the start. Letting myself be a mess. Letting myself know that it's okay to not be okay. And to accept that even if I am reacting, that doesn't mean I have to take action. That doesn't mean I have to stop someone else from living their life. If anything, that means go ahead, live your life all the more. Bloom. You don't need me. Besides, I haven't even figured out why I would like the idea of fucking being mean to the den store quite yet. So that's unresolved. Hello. Mama. 29. I didn't expect it to actually not give a shit about the timer and it just wanted you to collect as many as possible. Fucking beautiful. Cause it could all end here with the strange day. From all the way over there. Sorry, I was immediately heading to the next event, but here, have this. It's in my blood, it's in my veins. Oh, it's in my blood, it's in my veins. Got my heel crushing the snake. There is nothing you can take. My blood, it's in my veins. Maybe it's a long stretch that I won't come undone. But I'm okay with that. Because this is my choice. Will I miss? I've missed them for a while. I'll probably miss them for further years anyways. Never. Take away my phone? Fucking okay then. I have entertained myself locked in my room without electronics when I was a kid. What the fuck you think trying to punish me with anything related to that is going to work? Fucking I would pull another another book out of the library that I got from the school library out of my desk every time the teacher took one away. So it's been up to me to learn how to be there for myself, to hold myself accountable. If I don't keep track of what I do, no. And I want to live with myself. You can't hurt me in a way that matters, even if you'd want to. Not because I can't feel grief, not because I don't feel pain. Because eventually I'll keep moving on. After all, I belong to me, you know. Hell, I think one of the times when I was sleeping or recovering from the pain of getting abandoned by the old friend group, Lillian heard me singing in my sleep, or saying something in my sleep along the lines of, I still belong to me. Ah. And my shadow stretching out all the things I left behind. I wish you happiness, friend. Or if you don't consider me a friend, then former friend. Yeah. You're not what I think of you. I'm not what you think of me. It's beautiful, isn't it? Or maybe I'm just ranting and raving into the void like a crazy bitch. Wouldn't be the first time, won't be the last. It all end here. It's strange daylight caught in our eyes. And my shadow stretching out Is it all enough this time? I don't have to match the tone. I'm still here. All my reasons cut like knives. They'll replay within my mind. Had to fight. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm glad Meme Lord was pulled out of the rotting carcass of the old group for their own safety. Good move. Thank you for proving me wrong about you. At least in some regards. Because each person has their own perspective relative to reality. Oh, sorry, I've been muttering to myself this whole time, haven't I? Yeah, heyo. Thank you for joining me on this little adventure. I didn't expect you to see this part of me. Sorry about that. Hope you have a good time. Bye-bye. If someone can't handle this part of me, that's okay. That's a boundary for their own safety and sanity. It's not a measure of my worth. And if they decide to challenge themselves, that is also their own choice. I'm not greater than anyone. I'm not lesser than anyone. I'm just another fucking dumbass on this planet. The only difference between and maybe a few other dumbasses is that I tried my best to remain self-aware and responsible. For what I can be, I know I'm going to be stupid. Acceptance is like getting a full breath of air in your lungs and just being able to hold it without putting effort in. After having been stuck hyperventilating for fucking years. I'm still here. I'm still here. I've made dumb mistakes. I've done things I regret. And I'm still here. I can pick a lock. Watch me. A softly agitated kind of night. And hell, maybe it's not even about. Maybe it's just about feeling safe and comfortable. All respect to that. Got my heel crushing the snake. There is nothing you can take. Blood, it's in my veins. I'm still here. Yeah, no, I cannot hit those same notes. Finish off what I've begun. Is it around land here with the strange daylight caught in our eyes? Is it all enough this time? The wisdom of the wind, the knowledge of the water. Hmm. Hmm. The wisdom of the wind. The intelligence of water. The constitution of Earth. The strength of growth. The charisma of decay. Hmm. Where is the anchor of your heart when longing begins to pull you strongly towards a horizon you can not touch? The anchor of your heart is either in a fantasy or in the midst of challenge. It is up to you to bring it back to yourself. That's an interesting way. I am a witch. And no, I'm not using the regular identification of it. Here's the Dark Materials trilogy, which someone who can let their heart, their anchor, their inner self, travel great distances away from them and still be fine. It means accepting coldness, pain, and ache in exchange for a freedom that most others don't have in that world. I know there's a third one. Being challenged. Hmm. No, because that's the more so a possibility that's nested under fantasy. Hmm. When longing begins to pull you strongly toward a horizon you cannot touch. Well, no, that's not. Because that's just two again. Glad to hear that. Alright, time to put act the epic music away. Oh no, that is a piece of comedy I hadn't realized yet. Fucking uh but then again, that's closer to delusion territory, so that's the reason why I wasn't really considering it. But if it's not delusion, and this is a what if, that's probably not going to happen. Then good luck replacing me, hon. I'm still here. I'm still here. Underwhelming notes of infrasound. Dum ba da da, dum ba da 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 da. This is like some kind of cartoon song. A little bit silly, a little cartoony. Definitely more on the whimsical side. Now that, oh, that is metal. And I'm a black rainbow, and I'm an angel of God. This made. I'm a teen distortion, fire proportion, a rebel from the waist down. At the god of the people I hated, say you want an evolution. The ape was a great big hit. They say you want a revolution, man, and I say that you're full of shit. I'm glad Soul Eater got a prequel. Huh? You don't know? Then I'm not gonna spoil it for you. The more that you fear us, the bigger we get. The more that you fear us, the bigger we get. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if you turn. I don't even know what's said there. I want to keep the torch lit, so let's leave that there. Alright, what's the next song? Oh, that's a lovely one. I'm not wanting to listen to it right now. Oh, I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a drunk. This is something awesome. It's a cold, cold TT. I don't need to return to my teenage years. Thank you, but no. Wait, it was 99 cents. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome. I'm predictable in weird ways and unpredictable in confusing ways. I was about to like try and make that balanced, but it's like, no, there's nothing balanced about that. There's no way to phrase it balanced linguistically while also having it make sense. Well, then again, that could be a piece of madness. You could fucking mess with people. You know what? Fair enough. I'm just a creature. How you doing? Whether or not I'm autistic doesn't even fucking matter. I'm still a creature. Oh, okay. Uh... Well... Right, I want to get back to working on design ideas for my fictional self. Because it's going to take a lot of trial and effort to really get these ideas out of my head and onto paper in a way that really inspires. And the more sketches I have of different angles and different perceptions of the same thing, the more other artists will be able to play with it inside of their styles and interpret it more clearly from what they understand. Because if I'm going to commission someone, I'd probably want to I'd probably want to have at least one idea in mind, and then also want one version that's just them doing their own spin and take on it. Because that is the idea of my fictional self, being a reference point that others can reference too. Not just for me. To see what people see of me and interpret of me in my own fiction. Right. Let me go fucking check that. And that Sky Poet. Hmm. Nah, nope. Come on. If it's on Instagram, then it's gonna be on Instagram. If it's on Tumblr, it's gonna be on Tumblr. Yeah, the moon is pretty beautiful. Yeah, no, I've mentioned that before, but I don't think other people heard it, and if that's the case, then why say it again unless they're actually curious? I'm just high-functioning autism. Fucking, there is still autism in there, and you will see it. Oh. Oh, well, I was at my appointment today. I was the person who talked with me about my HRT and everything. Called me a girl, and it was really fucking nice. I still don't get that too often. 'Cause sure, my friends and people around me may see me as a girl. But they often just refer to me as Flicker. If I wasn't a fucking demigirl, I would not be able to handle the dysphoria. Oh, red too. Neat. Me just saying, neat. I don't know why, but that just amused me right there. I am easily amused. I wonder if that's a trait common amongst most people with ADHD, or if it's something that varies. Bitch, I have read 300-page novels and enjoyed it. I've also read child books when I was far older than I should have and still fucking enjoyed the story. It's not about fucking the number of fancy words or the depth of detail to me. It's about the heart. Is there something that's actually being said, or is it just pedantic nonsense or over-explanation of detail that isn't always needed or asked for? Oh, alright. Bye. Miles from comfort, we have traveled land and sea. But as long as you are with me, there's no place I'd rather be. One of my favorite songs for a long time. Exalted in the sea. Sure, maybe I don't need a second half. Maybe I don't need someone who can understand me all the way through and call me out on my bullshit. That doesn't mean I don't want it. Unfortunately, I'm also fucking greedy, so that kind of gets in the way sometimes. Why would I be greedy for money? I'd be greedy for cuties. For genuine, authentic relationships where people build each other up and create interesting chemistry between each other. Yes, I am a puzzle. Suffer. And if that's too much effort for you, feel free to leave. You deserve to spend your time as best will be helpful to you, don't you? Old ways, way, all day. This song has not fucking aged well, though. At least for what its context points. We have traveled land and sea, but as long as you are with me, there's no place I'd rather be. Every step we take. Ooh, that was kinda neat. We're different and the same. Switch up the battery. I want to king of the old way. All day like, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Sent out on a mission, find our inner peace, make it everlasting, so nothing's incomplete. It's easy being with you, sacred simplicity. Fucking love this song. Like, sure, it's hella filled with fantasy and unrealistic expectations. It's also full of hope. And I like that. Also, apparently Coral agreed with me when I called flying a helicopter like ice skating on air. So that's neat. Yeah, 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 yeah. You will be as you are, and that is okay. If you do not believe such a thing is possible, then please let me guide you into gentle paradox, something that gives you room to breathe outside of absolutes. That really is basically just how I function, though, is I'm trying to internalize as many paradoxes and their dynamics as possible. Fuck you. Fuck you, game. Old ways. I wait all day long. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm. Alright. I've had enough of hearing that fucking name. Bye bye. Have a wonderful time. Mm. Damn it. Oh, come on. I had an opportunity, a chance. Fuck you. Fuck you. That is a song I want to listen to. Probably not going to be on the list, so I'm going to have to grab it manually. Keep calm, what's that supposed to mean? Kick back, wait for the dopamine. Do my best, but I never learn. Good God, what was the point in all the trouble? If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. Good luck, it's never enough left in the rubble. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. Oh yeah, and then previously before the RPG, before Fucking brain has forgotten names. I need to organize this better. Holy shit, there's so many files in here. Oh, right, it's under F. Is it? Is it even in here, or is it in, like, my prime favorites? Yeah, it's in prime favorites. Okay, that would be why I wasn't finding it. Good God, what's that supposed to mean? If I had the chance, then I'd crash and burn. Kick back, wait for the dopamine. I do my best, but I never learn. Good God, what was the point in all the travel? If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. Nope, I'm not gonna be able to get this. But I do want to read that message vote. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. If love finds you again, I hope it's a love you never have to fight for. Sure, we accept the love we think you deserve. But I hope you accept the love we all needed. And that doesn't feel like a war. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. God. Yep. Okay, that's a manta. Oh well. My feelings aren't shameful. I am not defined by my feelings. That said, just because I feel doesn't mean I need to act. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. Good luck, there's never enough left in the bottle. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. This is a pretty chill remix. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. Would still take longer than just activating ski lift and using that to get to the stadium. The fact that I was able to think that thought and not act on it is nice. Because it's like, okay, what other dumb shit can I say? Because no one's going to ever fucking watch this. And it's like, no. Even if I've got the opportunity, I don't need to say anything. Kick back, wait for the dopamine. I do my best, but I never learn. Good all, what was the point in all the trouble? If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. Good luck, there's never enough left in the rubble. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. You could thread this song into Even If It Kills Me to create a romantic context, probably. Whatever. Now I want to go find that song, damn it. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. Kick back, wait for the dopamine. I do my best, but I never learn. Good God, what was the point in all the trouble? If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. Good luck, there's never enough left at the bottom. But if I wanted to be really fucking silly with it, with the rephrasing and rewriting, the editing and my own little tweaks, there's never enough left in the bottom. Not enough to build a ladder or otherwise. Oh. Hello. Figment of my mind, how are you doing? Yeah. I know. I know. To the happiness and joy of other people's lives, including my own. Had a chance I'd crash and burn. Kick back, wait for the dopamine. Do my best, but I never learn. Good luck is the point of all the trouble. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. Thinking about my earlier comment about how you can't punish me in a way that matters. And it's just like, yeah, no, I am a brat through and through. Unfortunately, I'm also one that has learned to dumb. Enjoys it quite a lot. I've yet to meet anyone who's really worthy of fucking even getting close. Green! Thank you, game, for not leaving me up on that ledge. Yep, I'm childish. Part of my head lives inside of fiction. That doesn't mean I want to ignore people. Just means that sometimes my brain don't remember shit. Even after knowing someone for years. Trust issues are a bitch. Hmm. Worst part about the admission I made of being a brat is that some people are going to be like, oh, that means you want a challenge. It's just like, no, I am the challenge. Fuck do you mean? The fuck do you mean? I belong to me. And if you can't figure me out, then fucking guess you lose. Unfair completely. Mean absolutely. Authentic? Very much so. I don't want to be someone who's just cheaply and easily won. Don't even want to be one, I want to be understood. Good luck. Thank fuck for being a switch. I'm unreasonable, unfair, mean, and a few other things. But please, don't get attached. Alright, I've got to deal with that too. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. Oh, so you want to lose a limb? Oh, that is a fucked up title. The brat who tamed herself. Oh, that is a new kind of weird and fucked up. I love it. I absolutely fucking love how many people that is going to push away. Oh, the girl who broke herself through the actions and choices of her own making. Good luck, isn't all the trouble. Are we still getting into that pedantic fucking detail? Yes, because I don't like fucking gods. I don't want to be fucking referring to a god when half of them are fucking overgrown children who are hiding their insecurities and flaws underneath them. Hell, it's the reason why god complex is fucking shallow as hell. They like the fantasy of playing god, not the fucking reality. Even then, I'm not sure fucking who'd qualify. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. If I had the crash, then if I had the chance, then I'd let it burn. The people I care about are not replaceable. But at the same time, that does not mean I am unwilling to lose them. Understand that, okay? Hell, I'm willing to bet my fictional self has lost many people she's loved, be it due to respecting someone else, outliving them, putting them in danger, or otherwise. She has to live with that. Just like how I have to live with my actions and choices. Living with and taking responsibility for one's own actions and choices does not mean holding yourself under a fucking guillotine. It means acknowledging who you are, where you were at the time, and accepting that you did what you knew how to, that what you were willing to and capable of, despite all limitations. Sure, maybe it's not as much as you would have liked. Maybe it's not the fantasy of yourself that you would have preferred. But that was you. They deserve to be acknowledged and cared about, even if they don't, even if you wouldn't let them make the same choice again. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. Ah, I hit my head. Damn, another concussion added to the count. Fucking... Is there even a count anymore? Who knows? If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. Good luck, there's never enough left in the bottle. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. Just phases into the wall, gets lost in the back rooms. Well, at least I can set monsters on fire. There's never enough left in the bottle. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. I got bruises from doing something stupid. That's all there is to it. Also, who cares what people are deserving of? Like, sure, there is a sense of justice and all that, and that does have its purpose and its place. But you gotta realize, if the world was focused on being totally idealistic, a lot of weird and wonderful things wouldn't be possible. And we wouldn't have as many choices as we do, as much freedom as we do, as people. Structure reality, I believe, is focused on humility in the midst of freedom, regardless of self-growth. Whether or not I'm right about that, fucking, I'll probably die before I find that out. Let's go purify some dark butterflies. Set them free from this hellscape. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. If the only way out is down, I'm down. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. For some people, though, if I were to do that, it would probably be the inn of, like, infected mushrooms. Damn it, I know the song title. Nightmares, monsters, demons. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. Right, placeholder, indicator. I do my best but I never learn. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. Good luck, isn't enough left in the bottle. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. Well, if apathy is like alcohol, then fucking regret and nostalgia are like wine. Okay, then what's vodka? I wouldn't fucking know. I don't... I would not fucking know. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. I do my best, but I guess I'll learn. Do my best to guess and learn. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. Doubts, I'd take you down. That was pure impulse and instinct. I would not be able to replicate it if I tried. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. There we go. Bye-bye, buddy. You blinded yourself. Hope distracting that for even a moment was able to help them a bit. Sucks that I wasn't able to help them recollect their child support. Oh. Stranger wind whips through and puts out all the lights in the room. Welcome to the adventure crew. Hope you have an enjoyable time. Fucking damn. This is some powerful stuff. Jeez. Probably not. Aww. So sweet. Here's hoping they're being respectful about it. Oh, they're still looking for that. That's all the way back down by, like, the earlier pipe section after you finished past the first rock climb of this section, of this area. Good luck, there's not enough left in the bottle. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. Of course. I'm pretty sure there are other torch-wielding strangers out there, but hey, if I'm just one in a torch crew, so be it. Honor the memories of those who have come before you, and carry them with to bring forth new hopes and dreams, even if it's over the corpses of their bodies. For if you falter, then you overcoming their problems. I don't know how to phrase that. Something about in choosing to continue, you gotta fucking make sure you're putting your heart into it. Because by getting to this point, you had to go past several other people's dreams. You had to walk your own path and how it intersected with others. I have unintentionally stomped dreams out, or maybe even intentionally. If you're gonna pay respect to the people whose dreams you've crushed, you gotta see this through. Also, my dumbass. Oh, hey, look! Child support! Oh, wait, no, it's that. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. I still find this interesting. I'd love to study it. Understand what this would mean in world for these pieces to just be frozen here while everything else keeps moving. What could I discover? And what would probably be something that's already been discovered, just being rediscovered. There have been so many people alive on the planet that my link line is from. There's no way in hell other people haven't had ideas of their own variations on certain ideas long before they had the ability to record those ideas. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. What is part of me does not need to pull me towards what isn't. If I'm going to have it one way or another, then it should let it run its natural course. Not forcing or otherwise. After all, nothing good can be built on fear. And how would that plan shatter in the face of such a reality? Like, it's all good to say you're prepared. Sometimes you don't know what you're worth until it happens. You don't know the metal of your structure until it's been put under stress. I don't know. If any more doubts, I'd take you down. To those of you who snuck by and saw a fragment of this recording, thank you. To those of you who stuck around and watched a good chunk through, I deeply appreciate it. I hope you all have a good day, good night, whatever time or non-time it is. If it isn't good, you're feeling stuck, lonely, lost, confused, scared, or frustrated, well, I hope that things either improve for you, that the chaos both outside and within stays manageable, or at the very least that you're able to find some place to sit, rest, and vent from without hurting yourself or others. I know we can't all be perfect, but sometimes it's the effort that counts. In any case, my name is Flicker. I've completed my usual Sky Dailies, so I'll be seeing you all in the next video. Bye-bye, my watchlings!